sorrows, prayers. Sorrows, prayers, sorrows. Sorrows, prayers.
When I see this particular Big Brother Bbnaija season 7 level up reunion show, I am certainly going to drink water, but I will never ever mind my business. Yes, I am going to consume some water, but I will never ever mind my business. And of course, the reunion has commenced, and let me just start by just apologizing for not bringing to you guys the day 1 of Big Brother Bbnaija season 7 reunion show that happened yesterday, Monday, the 19th of June 2023. I actually watched, I observed everything that actually went on, but when I realized that it's all about their South African trip that was probably sponsored by Pepsi, I was like, oh, what did I want to talk now? They were all just asking 1 or 2 questions that not even no jig like that. It's not much entertaining, but yeah, 1 or 2 happened. I was like, okay, let's just postpone it for day 2. Let's see if they're going to sit with Ebuka. As reunion just commenced, I just have to applaud all the entire housemate. Of course, they all came with their A game. Let me just start with the ladies. The way they just dress is just so sweet. There's nobody I'm definitely going to fault. Or do I just even have to talk about how they even just adore their hair? It's fine. Okay, over to the guys. I love the way they all appeared. Am I talking about Sheggz, Adekunle, Eloswag, Famsavi, Giddy, Fire, Brian? Everybody was just looking cute and handsome. And yes, the ladies, they came represented. I just have to credit all their designers. So everybody just did so well. Now let's focus on the reason why we're just doing this particular show. Of course, Ebuka started by asking Daniela how her trip went in South Africa, and yes, she said that it was so beautiful. Ebuka also asked Daniela, no verse, so is it the first time you're meeting the entire housemate after you all left the house? Daniela was like, no, I've also met them, so meeting them again is so awesome. And Ebuka now asked Daniela, how was it like being in the same space with Khalid? And Daniela was just very simple. Yes, we have a talk of whatever that transpired between me, him, and every other thing that happened in the house, and we are in a good place. And also, Ebuka asked Daniela no verse, how was it like being in the same space with Khalid Dotun? And Daniela was like, everything is fine. Ebuka moved to Dotun and I asked Dotun, how was it like being in the same space with Khalid, Daniela, and you, Dotun? And Dotun was like, everything is fine. No, yes, I've already had a conversation with Khalid and we all are in a fine place. Ebuka moved on to Chichi. Now asked Chichi, I also heard though that as you don't go to South Africa, that say it be like you were actually fighting with every other housemate. And Chichi was like, no, I never fought with any housemate. I only fought with Deji. And Chichi was trying to narrate a lot of things. I be like, Ebuka cut him off. I be they cut him off, or you be like, say she go stay tell us actually what just happened. So Ebuka now asked Chomzi, Begu, is it true that Chichi only fought with Deji, or Chichi actually fought with most of the housemates? And Chomzi was like, if Chichi said she actually fought with only Deji, that means Chichi actually fought with only Deji.
I didn't fall out with so many housemates.
Just a few.
The only person I had issues with was Deji.
And then Ebuka was like, oh no verse, I just want to ask you a particular question. Chomzi, are you friends with Chichi? And Chomzi was just looking at Ebuka, just answer me. If you are not asked, are you friends with Chichi? Chomzi did not answer that question, and that was how Ebuka diverted the attention of asking Groovy, no verse, so how was your trip in South Africa? And Groovy accepted that he actually had mad fun. And Ebuka asked Groovy, do you also had fun with Fina? And Groovy replied, I am just quoting Groovy. Groovy was like, I had fun with everybody. So Fina is also part of everybody. And Ebuka asked Fina, did you actually have fun? And Fina was like, no, had fun. No, South Africa was so cold though. And I could not have fun. But hello. I remember vividly because I saw that tweet when Fina was in South Africa. Fina told us that we are in Nigeria. That you people went in Nigeria, say son debut to now. See me, I'm having fun here. All of a sudden, she's not saying that she did not have fun. No, that code was too much. Now, said Ebuka asked Fina, no vex. Did you actually have fun with Groovy? And Fina was like, this and this actually happened, you know, this one, that is it. Ebuka was like, what is it? And she did not even answer that. Of course, from the look of her face, you know she's just battling something on the with something. Please don't come for me. I'm just trying to give utterance to my observation. Of course, I'm going to put trust on whatever that transpired between Groovy and Fina as this reunion show unfolds. But for now, let me just stop at where I actually observed and watched. Now, Ebuka moved the matter back to Adekunle And oh no, sorry, before he met Adekunle, he was not asking Christy, oh, how was the trip? And Christy was like, everybody was having fun until tweets started flying up and down. Ebuka asked Christy, oh, which tweet are you talking about? It then happens that when they were just even having fun in South Africa, that Adekunle actually tweeted something by saying that whatever your fave is actually doing was sponsored by Pepsi. Now so Eloswag say as he come hear that one, now he converse come tweet in Ono. Now so Eloswag come to trend. Now so they come ask, they say okay, now stray bullet now come they fly, and Eloswag actually call that stray bullet too. But from the look of things, the stray bullet not to penetrate, like we just need bruises. Now so they come ask Adekunle, and Adekunle's defense, he was like he was just catching fun, that whatever newsletter has to do with his own trip, that he was not doing it to taunt anybody or to even throw any shade, but it was just like his own part of it, but he has just have to do in retrospect. Now so he come the drop vocabulary here and there. I was like, Adekunle, of course we know exactly what you're doing, but it's okay that you have accepted that yes you did it, but actually not in the context that we all were even expecting it to. Now so Sheggz can talk say yes, that there's another stray bullet that actually hit him, saying that so they were having fun, they actually went to club, he actually purchased a Zoom. So the next thing now they come the twins say who buy a Zoom. So the thing company and now he come talk say yes that he actually bought the Azu, that the Azu was not sponsored by Pepsi. And while Adekunle and Sheggz were trying to trash things out, while Ebuka is just trying to know more, now so Bella can't dive in defense of her boyfriend and was like, no, that was actually a shade, and yes, that was a stray bullet. And Bella actually buttresses exactly what actually transpired. And if you ask me, just like I have to concur with Ebuka and every other housemate, that was a shade, Adekunle. I understand where you're coming from, but of course, whatever you wanted to do at that time, you actually achieved it. So whether you're trying to explain yourself or trying to tender an apology, you understand that yes, there was a stray bullet, and people caught their bullet, and also they of course reacted to that, and that was this what it is. And moving on, it is time for a short break.
It might be deep for you, but it's not that deep for me, because Big Brother says, okay, you guys can discuss who you want to nominate.
After the commercial break, it is time for Fan Savvy to just address exactly what happened between him and Eloswag. We all know that before the Big Brother Naija Season 7 level up started, that they were all paired. And yes, Eloswag and Fan Savvy was paired together. And now let's just take it back while they were in the house. You know now, when they were separate, now level 1, level 2, it happens that Eloswag went head of the house, and Fan Savvy was thinking that Eloswag will not nominate him, and then he got nominated, and he was angry. And while he was just addressing everything that happened though, on how he felt betrayed, blah 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 blah, Eloswag now explained that see what actually happened and why it happened, in as much as everybody understand that it was game, but Fan Savvy was expecting more loyalty from Eloswag than the betrayer. Well, in conclusion, we also got to know that even Eloswag mother has called Fan Savvy to even apologize, and it take a top actress again to also apologize to Fan Savvy. But Fan Savvy is insisting that he will never be friends with Eloswag because of how Eloswag betrayed him. He felt that if to say they give Eloswag poison, he may give and say he go give, and therefore yes, you understand that they will just remain two men that were paired together, and they participated in Big Brother Naija Season 7 level up, but they will certainly never be friends. There was another commercial break. Then moving on, let's talk about Doyin and Cyph. I love me some Doyin. Doyin is just a straight talker. I just love the way she's so classy, and I love her voice. She just says the way of this. She explains it, and she tenders apology where it's damn necessary. Of course, Ebuka asked Doyin what actually happened between her, Doyin, and Cyph. And Doyin now accepted the fact that yes, she got attracted to Cyph's confidence with an instance. And yes, after Cyph got evicted, she admitted also that she felt heartbroken. But then there was Deji, and we all know that Doyin wanted to start up something with Deji, which actually did not even happen before Deji actually moved to Chichi. And that was how Doyin accepted that the way actually even talked down on Cyph in front of Deji was actually so wrong. And that was how Doyin apologized to Cyph. And Ebuka was like, this is the first apology of this particular reunion. Of course, I just have to applaud Doyin for that. And now I have to understand why Doyin and Cyph actually didn't work. So Cyph might probably be waiting for Doyin to come out, but when Doyin said whatever she said to Deji about Cyph, that was when Cyph lost hope. And from what we heard from the street of social media, that Cyph and Christy are actually an item. I don't know if they dated or if they are still dating or if they ever, I don't know, but it's what I just even heard. Now moving on, it's time for Brian to to address exactly what happened between him and Diana. Of course, we remember when Brian was actually saying that he's definitely going to go for Diana, and definitely that is going to happen on Saturday. At the end of the day, nothing actually happened, and Brian was just trying to just rig my role and was like, yeah, she's a fine girl, I would have, but whatever that happened. But I loved the way Diana was actually even smiling, and Diana actually also admitted that the mother actually told her about whatever Brian said, and they all laughed about it. Now let's talk about Diana and Amaka. It was indeed fun to watch.
Say we will never quarrel for a guy, and we say everything about the house, it will be good. Yes or no?
Well, if you ask me, this matter not supposed to be even matter at all, because this is just two women that were paired before they made their way into the house, and everybody is just there to play a game. And I remembered vividly because I just watched back to back before Amaka tried to even start anything with Gidify. I actually had a conversation with Diana, and Diana actually gave Amaka a go ahead. So while they were just battling about Diana revealing something about you had something to do with Groovy, you had something to do with Eloswag, you had something to do with Gidify, you had something to do with DJ. Of course, Amaka to even expose that when she was in lockdown with Diana, that she also told Diana that one of her strategies just to be a player, because I noticed that Amaka was just trying to see if she's going to build any ship for the sake of the game while she was in the house, of which it didn't happen because she started with fan service. It didn't work. That's why she now aggravated towards Groovy. When Groovy no work, she now moved to Gidify, and Gidify didn't even work, and she was still with that before she now just got evicted. So while they were just trying to battle that, what Diana was saying was just making me laugh, because almost all the entire housemates were just even cracking up, and they not even resolve or anything. And Amaka was like, this is what it is. Why Diana was still explaining, now so they can't even roll the camera, and they can't give us credit of all the crew workers. So Diana did not even finish anything, and they did not even tell us what we're going to expect next. Now so today reunion just come to an end, and I believe that you all were entertained with tonight's narration. And yes, I promise to always give to you guys every update and analysis that has to do with this reunion, and this is the 2. I don't know how many days it's going to certainly run, but no matter how many days, I am always here to serve you guys, right? And this is the first time ever you are coming across my channel. Why you won't leave now? Please patronize me by simply clicking on the red icon down below to subscribe to my channel. Also do endeavor to turn on the notification bell that is right beside the subscribe button for you not to miss out about the back-to-back updates, entertainment, gist analysis that has to do with the ongoing Brymo season 7 level up reunion show. And I can't wait to entertain you guys, and until then, it's always my pleasure, and bye-bye!